I'm still here to lose weight. I've only lost 3 pounds.
I'm having a baby in the spring, and I want to keep good muscle tone.
I have a bad back right now, and I'm looking for help.
I'm getting in shape for natural childbirth. I have a bad back, and now I have a broken toe.
I want to develop stamina. Oh, my aching back is a common complaint, but don't worry about a thing. Another few million years and it's going to be fine. Okay, now, Maddie, I want you to be sure and walk. The rest of you keep jogging while I show you something. We're going to try to make you believe these are vertebrae. Vertebrae are the bones. They're about 24, sometimes only 23. They come up your back here, right up the back. And they're separate segments, one on top of the other, and they get smaller and smaller as they go up. And in between each one is something like a balloon. And it works kind of the same way, except it's got liquid in it. It's very bouncy, acts like a spring or a cushion so that your back can move safely. To win a little further. And there are wide elastic bands of ligaments around all of them to hold them in place to each other and to the whole mass. Okay, now, while you think about that, I want you to come over to the wall, and this will give you a good idea of how they work. Mm-hmm. Now, think about the cups with the balloons in between, and with your feet away from the wall and your bottom on it, lean way over and bounce gently. Very gently to begin with. Get your belly way in. Oh, come on. That's not easy. We have a couple of pregnant girls here. It's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Not contained with Nanny.
Okay, unroll slowly. Get every vertebra up against the wall. And now, carefully move your heels into touch without letting your back off the wall. Is it coming off?
Yes.
Okay, bend your knees a little. And slowly come up and try to keep your back flat. Tell me when your back comes off. Same as that. Your heels aren't against the wall. Get your heels back and bend your knees again.
I don't even get near the wall if my heels are near the wall.
But bend your knees then. Are you near the wall now?
Yep.
On it?
Yep.
Okay, now slowly try to come up a little way, but keep your back on.
Some of our bottoms keep us from getting any
closer.
closer.
The bottom problem is either fat or muscle. Muscle. If it's fat, you can get rid of it. If it's muscle, you're in trouble. Then you have to make your back bend more.
How about your shoulders, Maggie?
Your shoulders and head should be back. Now raise one arm and stretch up the right arm. Right. Stretch up as high as you can. And the other arm, keep your back flat the whole time. Bend your knees if you need to. The other arm. And the other. Okay, now lean everybody over to the left and over to the right, just from the shoulders this time. Over to the left, keep your back flat, and over to the right. Okay, now go shoulders first and then move down to the waist. And shoulders and over to the waist. Now let your hips go and slide way over, but keep your back flat against the wall. And over to the other side, keep your back flat.
Which way
over.
Are we supposed to be going?
Doesn't that feel nice?
It does.
Way over. Your arms should be straight while you do it. Manny, if anything bothers you, don't do it.
Right, that's why I'm letting
Manny's got
up.
a bad back, and we are going to be very gentle with him. And here you've got to judge for yourself, because we can't feel your pain. When you feel anything at all, you stop immediately. Don't ever work if you feel any pain at all. A little bit of discomfort, if you're in good condition, isn't going to hurt. But if you know you have something wrong and it hurts, you quit. Okay, now next one is bend your knees a little and bounce down. Get your back flat against the wall. Tilt your pelvis out.
Like a belly dancer?
Like a belly dancer.
Not your belly.
And up, slowly up the wall. Don't let your back come off. And if you can, only if you can, it's going to be tough for some of you, try to get your calves back to touch. Try. All you have to do is try.
Other parts don't touch then.
Well, if the small of the back is the most important point, that has to touch. So bend your knees if it doesn't, and just come up as far as you can. Each day you move up just a little bit further, and pretty soon you can come all the way up. Okay, now hands together. Yeah?
Not easy.
No, it isn't easy. Bounce your arms up overhead. It is easy after a while. It takes time, but once you do it, it's all right. Stretch way up as high as you can. From side to side, and bounce your arms back. Keep your heels down. Straighten your knees a little more if you can, but keep your back flat. Okay, relax. Turn to face me. Everybody over this direction. You know, another thing you should remember, turn your inside foot in and lean in to touch your hip bone to the wall. If that's, keep both feet down. If it's too easy, get out further. Manny, take it easy. One thing that everybody should remember, especially if you have a bad back, is every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to sleep, you should stretch out completely. It's good for everybody, but it's especially good if you have a bad back because, when you sleep, your ligaments get a little stiffer. And it makes it much easier. Turn around the other side. It makes it much easier on you. And that's a good time to do your exercising, too. The pull of gravity on you when you sleep, when you're during the day, makes you get a little bit shorter. All day long, you're getting a little bit shorter. Anybody paid any attention to it? Has anybody ever been able to feel themselves getting shorter during the day?
I've never been short.
I should think, okay, come on.
I feel heavy.
I should think that everybody would be able to tell, especially if you have a bad back, that your back would ache a little bit more later on in the day.
Right.
That would happen because you'd be coming down closer and closer together. Okay, come out here and you can sit down for a minute and I'll show you something else. This is something you should also do if you have a bad back. These are really helpful. Always put a pillow on the floor so you don't hurt your knees in case you fall. I hope you don't fall. Take a good strong grip. It's good for improving your arms too. Okay, just hang from this and stretch yourself down a little, and that stretches the vertebra a little further apart. And when you're stretched apart, you're going to be able to do your exercises if you've got a bad back with a little less pain. I hope with no pain at all, but the more you get yourself stretched out, the easier it'll be for you. Also, if you have a back that goes suddenly, which a lot of people do, then if you'll immediately find a doorway or a door bar like this, and again, hang from it, and then pick your hips. You look like I'm in pain. Switch your hips from side to side so you pull the vertebrae as loose as you can. Sometimes it'll slip back into place, and in fact, quite often, my husband taught me this trick, and it really works. It would stop the pain in my back immediately. It's really a very quick working. It doesn't happen every time that it'll take care of it, but the faster you get to the bar, the better it works.
Can you hang one of those in the house?
Oh, they have a door bar that you can buy that fits into your door. But one thing, if you're going to, like my son, swings out from them. Well, he forgot to swing back in, too, and one last day, he swung out. It came off the door, and he landed flat on his back.
Oh,
so be very careful.
Get that.
That's one way to get it.
Yeah. Okay, everybody grab a pillow. These are some more tricks for bad backs. It's one way to exercise. Actually, these are a big help, and they're things that everybody should know who does have a bad back. This is the most common area for people to have bad backs, right back here, where the first two vertebrae connect, where the most movement is, and that's where the biggest problem is. Now, first of all, you should remember, if you have arthritis or rheumatism, any of that kind of thing, if you keep yourself very warm when you sleep, you're going to have much less pain, because the ligaments do stiffen up when your body temperature drops. So if you remember to wear very warm things, keep your hands under the blankets, have something that's got a turtleneck on it, you'll wake up a lot more comfortably. And I really mean warm, very warm.
A hat, too?
I have been known to wear a sweatsuit to bed. Okay, lean back. Have the pillow under your knees. And, you may even need two pillows, so your feet are up higher. And it takes all the strain off the lower part of your back so that your back can come down.
That feels very
that really
good.
feels great.
Yeah, that feels great. That's very relaxed.
Well, quite often, just that difference will keep your back from aching at night if you've got a bad back, so that you can really, sleep comfortably. There are a few other...
My back really improved as soon as I got rid of the pillow.
Really?
My head.
That's great. There are different ways to use pillows, though. Sit up and try this. Put the pillow between your shoulder and your head. Double it over. Most people tend to buy soft pillows, where if you really buy a hard pillow so it holds your shoulder up, it's a lot better for you. Your shoulder won't ache when you wake up in the morning.
Between the shoulder and the head, right?
That's right. Where if you turn it just singly, you can see right away your shoulder has to double over this way.
Right.
And it's a lot less comfortable. Amy, wake up. Okay, here's another one. For anybody that has a hump here from leaning over this way, a lot of people develop a hump there, and after a while, from habit, it just stays that way. Have a pillow. It doesn't have to be double. It's according to what kind of a problem you have, and you should certainly start off with it small. Put it right under that part of your back, right under that area. And you can, if you want to, put a small cushion under your head to keep it up. But if you have that under your back there, your shoulders will come out this way, and it relieves all the strain on that part of your body. So again, you get that relief and start training them to come back again.
Does it open the lungs so you can breathe? I
Well, it would, yes. An encroachment on your lungs. Yes, you heard that. Okay, now there's one more trick. I happen to have a very hard bed, and I'm wide enough across the hips that when I lie over on my side, my leg comes over too far, and sometimes I actually ache from the strain of my leg being over this way for too long, because I tend to sleep very quietly. If you put a pillow, if you get that kind of pain in your hip, if you put a pillow here so that your upper leg rests on it, then the leg, instead of having to come way down this way, is out this way. And it's a whole lot more comfortable. It sounds silly. I mean, it sounds like a lot of trouble to go through to sleep. But I'll bet you, having had a bad back, know what I mean.
Right.
If you've ever had a bad back, little things like this become very important, because it's the difference between sleeping or just not sleeping at all. And boy, it's like a nagging pain all day long. It never leaves. Everything you do,
stiff when you sleep on your back for a complete night's rest? Do you get stiff, do you think?
What you do is turn a little bit to either side. Nobody lies completely still. But when you know you've got something you're trying to take care of, then you readjust to it, because obviously you're not going to sleep if you're in pain.
Right.
So you get used to sleeping slightly uncomfortable rather than sleeping in pain.
But it doesn't stiffen the vertebrae.
No, anything but. And one last trick for your back. If you get tired of sleeping on your back all the time, put the pillow under your. It's kind of halfway under your. Nah, come on, Rosie. Take it easy. Our pregnant girls are lying.
Good, really.
Oh, I have to tell you something very funny. You worrying about lying on your belly. When I was pregnant for one of my children, I went with a friend to the beach. And it was very far along, and I was feeling very uncomfortable. He dug a hole in the sand for me. It felt so good. I felt so uncomfortable.
That's contour of sleeping.
But I hadn't been able to lie on my belly for so long. It was just beautiful.
Is there any reason to take care of exercising during pregnancy? Do you have to take it easy?
Oh, no, not at all. As long as you start very gently, work up a little bit at a time. But it's amazing. You can do anything you want to during pregnancy if you just start gently and work your way up. You should be in good condition when you become pregnant. But if you're not, then, Amy, wake up.
Yeah, wake up, Amy.
Okay, we got to get them started moving before they fall asleep. Throw your pillow back. Okay, pull your knees up to your chest. Now, I've worked with pregnant girls who 2 days before they delivered ran 8-minute miles.
Amazing.
And you can, if your muscles are built up strongly, then your abdominal muscles stay so tight that the babies don't even bounce.
You may have worked with pregnant women, but I'm surrounded by them.
That's good. You really are. The one important thing is you must never, ever be tough on yourself. Always be gentle and work up just a little bit at a time. Anybody who's foolish enough to just go all out and do all their exercises the first day is bound to run into trouble. Everybody knows enough to know that bodies develop slowly. It doesn't take overnight to get them out of shape. It doesn't take overnight to get them back in shape either. Stretch one leg out. Maddie, first along the floor to make sure it's not going to bother you. And then the other leg. And out. Amy's been coming to class. You can see we do things a little differently when
we're... Like a dancer.
Okay, knees up again. Did that bother you at all?
No.
Okay, now do it with the leg off the floor. If it hurts at all, stop right away. Does it hurt?
No.
No.
Okay, then try it this way, and just one. Put your legs out and in. If it feels anything, you drop immediately.
Tough.
Don't let it bother you.
How do you keep
your balance?
Right.
How do you keep
You can
your
feel
back?
it. Don't do any
I
more
won't
then.
do that.
Anyone who ever is having
I can
any,
feel it.
can you feel it? Then you just take it easy. Don't do it. Do it this way instead until you build up and can put both legs out at a time. It takes time, but if you're just patient and take your time doing it, you can do anything you want. Really,
I feel it on both sides, not in the spine.
on both sides.
Right here.
I'm getting
Just
stressed
one
right
at a time.
here in every exercise.
Yeah, we'll
Is
show you
that
something
from-
for that. Give me just a few minutes and ask me again. Try this another way. Lie down. Bring your knees up to your chest. I'm going to show you why you should be very careful and sometimes just not do leg lifts at all. Raise your legs straight up. And now let one leg down towards the floor. Manny, if it bothers you at all, quit. And the other leg. Can you feel it?
I can feel it, but it feels great.
Okay, well, don't do anything more than that because I don't think at this point you ought to take it any further. The rest of you, start letting your legs out together slowly, but the minute your back starts up, tell me. Did your back come up?
No, but I can't. At a certain point, I can't hold it.
That's another
It falls.
point. Sometimes you're just not strong enough to hold it up at
No,
all, and
I
other
can't.
times your back will come up. The minute your back comes up, you bring your legs back up again. Don't
Oh,
ever let
that's
your back come
terrible.
up, because then instead of increasing the muscles, building up the muscles in your abdominal region, you're getting the muscles through your back, and that's just what you don't want to get. So if your back does come up, lift up your head and try again. That immediately tightens up the abdominal muscles. Out and up. Manny, you really oughtn't to try that. Can you feel that at all? I'm sure you
Oh,
can.
yes, I do, but it feels good. I can feel everything stretching right down.
Well,
very
that's more
hard.
than stretching. You got to be careful on things like that. Very careful. If you've got a bad back, please, I have to keep pushing because everybody gets enthusiastic. You really have to be careful. It's not safe to push it too far, and you've got time. You've got every day, all the rest of your life, forever. Just as long as you exercise every day, you'll get over the problems you have now, and you'll be able to build yourself into anything you want. But it does take time. Okay, sit up. Now again, on this one, you keep your feet down, and you don't put them under anything to hold them down. You have to do the work yourself. You keep your knees up because you... Amy, is everything all right? Amy looks so worried. It won't hurt a bit. Bend your knees so that you take most of the work away from these muscles. They're very strong. They take over every time they can. And then curl your back. Arms out straight so your elbows, your shoulders stay even. You don't want to, make it easier for yourself by coming down to the side that's strongest. And now gently curl and roll back. Manny, again, take it very easy. This shouldn't bother you, but if it does at all, then stop. Is that okay?
Right.
Okay, good. And try gently to come back up. Now, some people just cannot get up at all when they go down this way. I've got an amazing bunch of strong people here. They really are. You should see the ordinary people. Most of you, or at least a lot of you, are going to be having trouble coming up. What you do is come up as far as you can and just bounce there. All of you try it. That's a hard one, too. But at least that one, if you're beginning, you can do.
Oh, I think
Lower down, Amy. Let your waistline
Yeah,
touch.
I think so,
What?
too.
That's much harder than the other one.
It is hard. But the thing is, some people can't make that next step that pulls you the rest of the way up. And that's just according to which muscles are strong. It takes time. You have to play around with your body. And everybody's body works a little differently. But the thing we have to do is do everything carefully enough so nobody gets hurt. And you can always do that. Just slow down. Okay? Try it again. Come down. Come up once more. And now, for beginners, if you want to come all the way up and down, the way to get yourself closest to it is to roll down and come up over to the side. Don't ever hold your breath, please. Keep breathing steadily. Down
Why do you tend to hold your breath
and up
when you
over
do
the side.
exercise?
It's just not being used to exercising. Once you get used to it, then you breathe automatically just the way you do the rest of the time. But when you first start, you tend to hold your breath.
When
It's
it's a
very
hard
bad
one.
if you got high blood pressure. Very bad.
I held my breath the first time. I almost blacked out that
Oh, it
night,
will make you
remember?
black out. It's really, you always have to remember to keep breathing steadily, as naturally as possible. Anytime I hear somebody grunt, I know, if you're grunting out there, you know you're not exercising right. You have to keep breathing steadily. Okay, down once more. Now, anyone who can, come up and reach down until your elbows touch on the floor in between your legs. It's another nice stretch. Just bounce down gently. This is a nice one to get your back loosened up again after you've done anything that puts a strain on it at all.
You've got your feet flat. How do you do that?
It takes time. Put your hands back underneath your legs and try and put your hands behind you.
You're kidding.
You're not kidding.
Just gently. Don't try too hard. Just, it happens little by little.
Even you can't do it, Amy.
Take hold of your fingers, clasp them behind.
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
How do you get your fingers to touch?
Manny, that doesn't hurt you at all, does it?
To go.
That
You
should
should do it.
When your back is bent in this direction, you're not usually going to have trouble. It's usually in hyperextended when you're bent over backwards or when you have this curve in your back too exaggerated that it hurts. That's one of the reasons that when you have back trouble, you work on the abdominals. Sounds silly, doesn't it? What happens is these muscles get so strong because these have gotten weak that you got a big curve in your back. And to get rid of that curve, you have to make these muscles so strong they pull you back down this way again. So this is the reason you're always, if you have a bad back, you work on your abdominal muscles. It's the major thing. Flexibility and the abdominal muscles. There, now do you understand?
Yeah, I just can't do it.
Okay, let's try another one. How about the stretching? More stretching.
Oh, good.
Come down over your legs and bounce out. Do your knees go down flat? If your knees come up, put your hands on your knees and bounce down gently. Anybody out there having trouble, remember you never bounce hard. Always gently, and each day you'll get a little bit closer to the floor. First, you'd like to get close to your knees, huh?
I'm amazed at how many of these I can do.
You
I'm
really
really
are
amazed.
pretty flexible. That's really good. Okay, now bend your knees a little. And again, be very careful, Manny. It should be a very comfortable one, but take it easy anyway. Grab hold of your toes or your ankles if you can't reach your toes and straighten your legs out. Very carefully.
Don't.
Don't grab your broken toe. Okay. If you can go a little bit further over, then do. Shall I show you how far we can go?
Oh, no.
We need to get all the way over after a while so we can come up this way.
Oh, boy.
Rosie, how far along are you? It's been a few weeks since you last heard. You didn't know that? She still doesn't know.
Might have it on a
Obstetrician in
program.
second.
How long have you known?
I think it was the end of the summer that I suddenly realized changes.
Cross your legs. Sit up and cross your legs. Now we're going to give you a few things because this is part of the back, too. The cervical area. Oh, there's a very important cervical area. Excuse me. From here to here, you also are movable. And one of the big problems you run into is with automobile accidents. You know the headrests that they've developed now for cars? You can kill yourselves with those things. They should come at least up to here. If you have headrests that come down this far, you're likely to break your neck. Get them changed right away. It's very dangerous. I'm not kidding. It's terribly dangerous. Get them up to this point, because otherwise your head will come back and crack right against that. You kill yourself. I'm not kidding. It's the truth. So sit up very straight. We'll give you a few exercises that'll help you. Again, if you if you have a whiplash accident, I had 2 slip discs in my neck from one.
Insurance company.
Get your doctor, if you can, to give you one of those over-the-door traction things that holds your neck up like this to separate the vertebrae. You don't have too much movement between the vertebrae here. You pull your neck up, and then you do your exercises just very gently and just a little to begin with, because that's a very, very tricky area. You have to be very careful. For those of you who don't have problems there, let your head just hang and roll around. How many of you hear crickles?
Oh, I do.
I'm getting dizzy.
I'm creaking out.
Everybody's creaking.
Does this come along with a bad back, or is this a separate?
Well,
'Cause I have-
sometimes
Is
it's a
the room
sign of
going
cervical
around, or is it
arthritis,
me?
and sometimes it's stiff ligaments.
You're
It's a number of
yawning.
different things.
Makes me yawn.
Yeah. Okay.
The lights are going around.
Now, another thing I want to get to before we finish, you know that the pelvis is held together all the time by ligaments. 3 bones, really. It's held together by very tough ligaments. When you're pregnant, for you two, those ligaments loosen up during the last few months so the baby can be delivered more easily. And also, females' tailbones are more flexible so babies can be delivered more easily. But there are a couple of exercises you want to do to take care of that. For right now, roll your shoulder around. For people with stiff shoulders, this is, again, goes along with the back troubles. This helps. It loosens them up.
Would this go
And
for
back.
all joints? Like my thumbs are getting stiff.
Oh, we're gonna have some great exercises later for hands.
No, I like it.
You look very good doing
Okay. You want to try a nicer one? Put your arms out and turn one forward and one back as far as you can. Looks like a dance movement.
Yeah, it looks like...
Doesn't that feel good?
I think this would stiffen up your chest and all.
See if you can get up with... Yeah, it is a good one. See if you can get up without holding on. Okay, now we're gonna show you two for the pregnant women, especially. One is to get your back flexible because you need to have it flexible. And the second one is to build it up so that when you hold babies out this way, to put them into playpens and carry cribs, which I think are designed in an absolutely horrible manner, you don't break your back. First one, Manny, again, take it easy on this. Get your hands down on the floor, belly way in, and walk out, but keep your heels down.
I can't even...
How do you get down on the floor?
Lean over forward a little. That's it.
Now that we're out
Keep
on
your
the
heels
limb.
down. Bounce your heels up and down. Keep your belly in. Walk out a little further. Manny, take it easy.
I don't think I'll
You're not
try
pregnant.
that one. Right.
Okay, now come down to touch your thighs to the
Oh,
floor
no.
and have your head way up. Now, this is a great flexibility exercise for your back. Just beautiful, doesn't it?
What do you
Okay,
call it?
up again.
Try that.
Belly in and head under again.
Hey, Maggie.
How do you get
sides are really...
Head down.
Rosie, you need help getting up?
No,
And up.
just stay this way.
You don't look at me. Walk up to your hands and come up. Manny, did that hurt you at all?
Well, I
That was a good
couldn't
one.
do it.
Okay. But anything that even begins to feel like it's going to hurt, anybody with a bad back is very sensitive back there. You can tell when something's not going to go right. You just quit immediately.
Right.
Don't take chances. Okay, the other one is, and don't you do this one, because this is a tough back exercise, but for people with good backs, it's okay. Lean out and get your back parallel to the floor. Really just straight out so it's parallel. Put your hands behind your head and look up at the wall in front of you and bounce gently. And a little bit over to one side. Gently. A little bit over to the other.
How
Boing.
careful should I be if it's an old back
A little over.
I
If
have
it's
an
an old
old
back injury, just very gently. Don't go out very far. Just a little way
I
out
wanted to give
and
him
be
the
gentle.
same thing.
Can you feel it at all?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Especially the lower
but your back is good, so you don't need to worry. I know you can feel it
Yeah.
because it's a good, strong exercise.
But, my sides get affected every time.
That's okay.
My
You'll
back.
feel it all different places, but it shouldn't hurt.
Okay.
It shouldn't hurt. But keep your head up while you do it so you get a lot of good work out of it. And bounce just gently to the sides until you feel how your sides are going to take it. Sometimes it'll be tougher to the sides.
I can feel it at the back of
Then
the
it is-
legs, but at the knee, at the back of the knees.
Yeah, it does stretch down the back of the legs, too. Okay?
Right.
I'd show you a hard version, but I'm afraid you'd try it.
Never mind.
Okay? Let's just jog a little now.
Oh, that's easy.
Manny, walk.
I'm loosening up.
Walk. Walk. Manny, walk.
Can we walk too?
Oh. You know, it takes a long time to make your back bad. And it also takes a little while to get it better again. Don't worry about it. Just keep it up. Keep practicing every day. Good for you. Ciao.